So as of now, we talked about here XML Publisher registration, right? Only one step completed, registration steps. By using data template, RDF method and PLSQL method we'll see. Later we'll see, okay? So now how to submit or else we'll see. Find layout issues. Okay, that's the one. Yesterday we registered already the layout. Okay, this is the layout here. If this layout is having syntactically some issue, so for example here, this is the group starting here for each group name, and this is the end for each here. See, end for each, starting of the group, ending of the group here. If it is having any syntax issues, for example here, I'm just removing this fetch. Okay, click on OK. Syntactically it is wrong. So this file, if you upload into server, go to, I think this system is refreshed yesterday, is it? I'll take the latest file then. Go to templates. I'm just trying with this. This is the program, is it? Yes. Okay, I'm just updating this browse. Okay. This is the file. Modified file here. Apply. Now go to your payables. In the system right now, the file is wrong here. File is having some issue. Now choose any one of the supplier as a parameter. Submit. No, fine. It should end up with the warning here. If it is having issue, it should end up with a warning. Okay, like this. And if you click on view output, it should show the XML tags here. See, like this. The same output we already submitted earlier. If you look at here, there is output coming like this. This is yesterday's output. Output is coming. Right now, what's happening here is same program. If you click on view output, it is showing the XML tags here like this. So this is not a proper output, right? So that is the reason why what we can do. We can check in output post processor here. Go to system administration or administrator. You can see here concurrent, manager, administer, and here is the place. You can see here OPP, output post processor. So click on processes, manager log. So here is the place. There is a caused by section. Now it is giving clearly what went wrong. It is saying here namespace prefix for each used but not declared. So the section name here is caused by. Okay. If your system is not giving properly output, what we need to do? We need to come all this navigation. Go to concurrent. Then after that, manager, administer. Then we have to use OPP, it is output post processor. Then processes. After that, there is a one here option, that is manager log. And this is only single file for all the concurrent programs. It's very big actually. Right now only a few pages it is showing, but in the company it's very huge file because we may work on multiple reports. If you just go down here, you cannot search manually. Just go here like this. Casted by section is the one. Another one here is template code. The template code is also based on template code. We can easily search. You need to consider two things here. One is template code. Other one is this. Yes, casted by area. Okay. So this is how we can identify the error if you get an XML tags. So in some projects, stable projects, majority of the cases you will get this. In some cases, you may not have system administrator. If you don't have a system administrator access, then we have to go to Toad only. So in the Toad, we can just go here. There is a table here, conc pp actions. Okay. FND, concurrent, post processor, pp is a post processor, actions here. So click on this. You can see here, concurrent request ID. Your concurrent request ID we have to copy here. Go to view, request. This is a request ID. Okay, here in this action type is 6 here. The next one is for OPP action type is 6. So we have so many managers we have seen in the application, correct? We go administrator. Yeah. This one is. These are all action types. So 6th one here is output post processor, and 5th one is this, 4th one is this, like that it is. There may be random numbers, but actually for OPP it is action type is 6. Okay. Now in this there is a process ID. Just clicking on book view. Check processor ID, Oracle process ID. There are two things here. So processor ID, can you see? This is the join. Processor ID is equivalent to Oracle process ID with other table. Other table we have to check. One more table, that is FND conc pp actions, right? FND concurrent requests. That is the other table. Concurrent requests. I'm just checking. It's wrong. Oracle process ID. Check. Do you see here? That's a join condition. So processor ID is equivalent to Oracle process ID. In this, there is a log file name and then out file name. Out file also an option here. Out file name. Output file, log file, both we wanted. Okay. I'm just adding another table, another join here. Give me the join condition. FCP dot write processor ID, correct? Is equivalent to FCR dot Oracle process ID. Just check if it is giving data or not giving means. There could be join problem. I'm just checking the notes, guys. I also forgot. Okay, table itself different. FND concurrent processes. Cannot request it is another table. It is processes. Processes it is. Okay. You check here out file name, log file name, and this Oracle process ID here also available here. Okay. This is the join condition. We already gave Oracle process ID. That's good. Still not given. I'll just copy the query. Just see what went wrong. Okay. These are all rare cases. If you don't have a sysadmin, then only this query will be helpful. Otherwise, not required. Check. Processor ID join condition is same, right? It is not Oracle processor, it is a concurrent processor. That's it. The join condition we gave wrongly. Okay. But tables are this: FND concurrent, post processor actions, and then FND concurrent processors. So in this query, we can check all the file path, log file path, and all. Therefore, you can see here. This request ID I'll give over here. That's better. Okay, double equal. Okay. You need to go to this particular path, then connect to server here. We have to download that particular file to see. Click on WinSCP, login, and here is the place. You can go, you can use Control O also, which is used to open a directory here. Control O. Then paste. Remove this file extension. Straight away, it will not allow you to open. So this is the path. Instead of going manually, I just kept a path over here. Click on OK. Then see the file name. FND OPP 9037 is the file extension here. You need to see that file 9037 at the end. Is this correct? FND OPP 2729037. 27, correct? This is the file name. So if you open it, you will see the file here. Sorry. Passed by section. You can see the message here saying that namespace prefix for each used but not declared. Okay, whatever you have seen in the application, here is a place in the processes manager log. This one is physically stored in the file. Okay, in which path you can identify here is there is a this path. This path, how we can get here is by combining FND conc PP actions and FND concurrent processes. Okay. Just you need to get the log file name here. This is very rare case. If you don't, you are a developer, definitely you must have a system administrator. But in some stable projects, the project went live in 10 years back. So at that time, sysadmin is not required. If sysadmin is there, then people will modify. So in that case, we have to identify through backend. Otherwise, straight away we can check in application. Like this. We can check in application. Simply go to manager log and you can see the output. It's the simplest way on. But we should know both the things, front end navigation as well as back end also. Okay. So how to find out layout issues? What is your shortest answer is OPP. OPP stands for here is output post processor. In which responsibility can identify system administrator. Okay. So the next step here is submit XML report from PLSQL. Okay. You can submit XML report from PLSQL also. But these two APIs required. Okay. If you don't know PLSQL also, you can understand. I'll just explain you 2-3 lines. Okay. There is a package here, FND request dot add layout. So why add layout here required here is If you go to your responsibility, whenever you are submitting XML report, not working. Whenever you are submitting a request, okay, you have picked up a layout, correct? So this is called as a add layout. We are adding a layout to your program. So how are you adding through PLSQL here is by using this API. The API name is fnd request.add layout. Clear? And if you want to submit a program, to submit this particular program, there is another API, that is fnd request submit request. Fnd request.submit request. So these two APIs you need to remember. By using these two through PLSQL, we can submit a concurrent program. Okay, just see that into the code. Press F4. It has a couple of concurrent program parameters. You can see. First is what it is, template application name. Application name they are saying, but it is not a name. It's a short name here. First parameter is the application short name. And the second parameter is template code, template language, template territory, and output format. How many output formats we have, like PDF, HTML, Excel sheet, correct? Those are RTF, those are all the output formats. How about fnd request submit request? This one. For this, there are 100 parameters are there. See, yesterday we have reached a program, correct? We have given only vendor name as a parameter, right? Like that, the maximum limit here is 100. So if you go to any concurrent program, we'll take this only. Go to parameters. So I took only one, right? But here the maximum limit is like this. You can add, that is 100 is not mandatory also. It's an optional parameter. So that's why they made here is default keyword and CHR 0 here. These are all the defaulted. If you want to add parameters, you can add. Otherwise, not required also. So all parameters are optional. All are optional. If you don't give single parameter also, your program will work. Okay. So these parameters you need to remember in a sequence. One is application name, your concurrent program, description, when it has to start the execution, immediate or next day or next week. Okay. And then sub request. Sub request means if you are calling any other program from your program, at that time sub request is true or false only it is. By default, we are assuming we are not calling any program. Okay. If you say true, then obviously we need to call another program it is. So that's about a sub request. And start time means we are mentioning a frequency when it has to start an execution. Then arguments, 100 arguments are there. So these are all just ready-made. If you are not understanding about any parameter, go little up, you can see. So they have given clear description. Just read one so you can come to know. Read one by one. Will you be able to answer if I say like this? First parameter. That's why I asked you, remember. Okay? I'll ask now 2-3 persons. Whatever I am asking, everything is interview question only. Otherwise, you will stuck in interviews in the companies. Will you be able to answer? In the work, if you forget, no worries. Because you will have F4 in your hand. Simply you can press F4 and then you can see the sequentially application name, program name, description, obviously. Only problem is with the interviews. Okay. Anyway, whatever the report is there, right? Same report only will submit. This I have not created, someone has created, but still. Better use your own users, not operations user. Whenever you are working, work with your own user. Record history will be there, right? Okay. Now, let's see the procedure first. For this procedure is required. Okay. Whatever I kept the APIs, you cannot execute right away, right? There must be a PLSQL procedure for that. This is the procedure. It's very small procedure. Line by line, I'll explain you. The syntax for procedure is create or replace. So we will overwrite multiple times. We'll do multiple modifications. That's why create or replace is required. Otherwise, if it is only one time, if you are fully decided, there are no modifications, we can go with the create also. Create or replace is an optional thing. It is create or replace procedure, and name should not have a underscores. Remember. I removed that. Just a name I kept. Better AP supplier. Okay. This is the name of the procedure. And whenever you are registering any procedure into application, two parameters are required. One is error buff. Error buff will give error message, which are all raised in the program. And red code will have a status. There are three statuses here. 0 for normal, 1 for 1. See, we have seen program statuses. If you go here, we have seen normal, concurrent program ended as a normal. In this case, warning. In this case, error. So these are all we can indicate by using a codes. 0 for normal, 1 for warning, and 2 for error. If you want to terminate your program conditionally, then we can go with the red code is equal to 2. If you want to terminate as a warning, like that, red code is equal to 1 it is. Okay. Fixed values here. So without these two parameters, you will not be able to register into application. Definitely, these are all the coding standards. Without this, if you try to register, you can come to know what sort of error it will give. Okay. Now, there is a variable here, Boolean data type, you know, right? True or false. That's it. Whether the program is running or not running. Okay. That's called as a one variable I took. XML layout is a variable. You can use any variable. Variable is your choice. That is totally programmer choice it is, and data type is here Boolean, and this request ID is the number data type. So we have so many data types, right? You will be able to tell me data types in PLSQL, not in SQL. You know, right? BLOB, CLOB, those are all the data types. Now, fnd request dot add layout. So our layout is there here, right? Go to XML Publisher. In this layout, what is the first parameter? Press F4. The first parameter is template application short name, correct? How to know application name, short names? One day I told you, if you remember. All the applications are stored into this particular place. Application, and one more is register here. If there are 100 modules, all 100 modules are here only. If your company is implementing 20 modules information here only. So for payables, what is the short name? This is the short name. If you are working in order management, what could be the short name? OIM, right? But it's not correct. It is ONT. So one time you verify here and take a confirmation. What is the short name? Okay. So first one is what it is here. First parameter, application short name. So in our case, what is the application short name? I need to give here. Which module you are working right now? See, you are working on which module? Payable. Payable short name. Yes, same. No doubt about it. That is SQL, what it is, it's a short name of your application. Okay. What about second parameter? Template code. Template code here is this one. Clear? Next. Remember all the next points. Language, territory, output. Okay. The rest of again, I don't want to use F4. So this is what it is. Template, short code. Then English is a short name. Language short name it is. This is territory, United States, and this one is PDF, output format. Overall 5 parameters. Now request ID. You are going to submit a request. Here also same. Your concurrent program you need to go. Concurrent. Define the program name. ITM. There are so many. Them, right? Here also your application name is payables, but we have to take short name, correct? Short name here is capital letters. The next is what it is. Second one, second parameter. Program name. So that is over. Templates part is over. XML part is over. Now we are in system administrator part, correct? Concurrent program. The next is description. Start time. Are you calling any program? No. And are you calling any parameters? Okay. SQLF is over. The next is your concurrent program short name. Did we copy it? No, right? Yeah, same. And this is description here. If you are calling multiple programs or anything, any description, it's an optional also. If you don't want to give, then no worries. And this false is for what it is, sub request, correct? And if you are passing anything, null, we can use. You are not passing. If request ID is greater than 0, request ID means once your program submits, it will generate one request ID. Say request ID. It is greater than 0 only, obviously. Number, whatever the number it is. If it is greater than 0, then we need to write log information. If program suddenly terminates with a warning or error, where we need to go? We need to go to, there is a button here. The button is view log. If you want to write something in this button for your program, then we need to use this fnd file.putline. Okay, it is similar to DBMS in PLSQL, normal PLSQL, but here, if you want to write something into output button, we have to use fnd file.putline and fnd file.log. If you want to write into output button, this is another. There are two buttons here for error handling. So instead of log, what we can do, we can use output. Okay. Then if something goes wrong, roll back. This is second time actually I have selected second program. I don't want to use right now. I'm removing all this. It is just a 30 lines code. Again, go. So procedure syntax is this: create or replace procedure name. If you want to reset the program into application, there are two mandatory parameters required. One is error buff. What is the purpose of error buff? It will give error message. Yeah, red code. No. It will have three codes, right? 0 for normal and 2 for error. Okay. Then fnd request.add layout. It has 5 parameters. One is concurrent program, your application, template application short name, then template short code, English language, territory, output format, and finally we are submitting a program. It is an application short name. The next is your concurrent program name or short name, which is correct. You just press F4, you will come to know. It's a short name actually. Go up. It's a concurrent program name for which request has to be submitted. So they have mentioned a name, but it is a short name actually. Short name is a unique value. So once request ID, if once program submits, then we have to put a message saying that it is successfully submitted or not submitted. We need to mention here. If it is not generated any request ID, then we have to put a message saying that it is not submitted. So rollback commit, everyone knows, correct? Even if you are not aware PLSQL also, you can understand this. Correct? There is no much pseudo code in it. Then after that, we have to compile this. For compiling, we can use F5 command, F5. See, procedure is created. If it is coming and going, that output, we have to use F2. See, F2. F2, which is used to show or hide the output window. So how many commands you know in total? One is control enter, correct? Other one is F9, you know, F9. So if I want to execute any statement, MTL system items D. If I want to execute anything, yes, anything. F9 we can use. See, F9. Then to show or hide, we can use F2. And to describe what is the keyword, we have to use F4. Then next is F5. F5 is for what it is? To compile the PLSQL code. F5. See, I'm using n number of times. This is compiling n number of times now. Format. Yeah, format is Shift Control F. It is aligned very properly. Now take this name of the procedure. We have to register into application. The program is available in the backend, but it must be visible in the application, right? How to register a program is only few steps are there. One is executable is required, correct? Executable. Last time we had used xtodtxe. This is for XML Publisher. This one, the Java concurrent program we have used. But in this case, we have to create our own. It's not an XML Publisher report, right? It's a procedure. So we have to give short name, tables, description, same. And it's not a report. We have so many procedures we can use. One is Unix program, post. If it is Java, these two we can use. If it is a multi-language, non-English, we can use this. And reports, right now it is stored procedure. Take this. Only you need to remember here execution method. Okay. Execution method is stored procedure. Go to define, attach here executable, and then program name, short name, tables. What type of the program it is? It is PLSQL. So I no need to use here XML, not required. XML not required. It's not XML report. Through procedure, we are calling XML. Okay, XML you should not take here, remember. Save. Please enter a unique short name. Okay. The short name I'm just changing up. I no need to change anything else. It's over. Because someone has used this short name. That's why it is not allowing. If you want to change this also, you can change. Anytime you can modify. Okay. Once you create a executable concurrent programs you have to include under request group, right? Do you know the request group navigation? Yes, system administrator. After that, security. The next, responsibility. Correct, request. What is the request group name? How about group application? Correct. Without payables, don't give. Otherwise, you may add into assets and you will search over there. Registration steps are similar, right? It may be a report or it may be a procedure. All are similar. The next step is you can go to your responsibility. Switching responsibility to payables. And you can submit this. So by using this, what we are doing? We are submitting a XML report through PLSQL. See, do you see here? This is an XML report. Program is PLSQL, but we are submitting XML report. So that is a thing. See, your simplest answer is very easy actually. How to submit a XML report from PLSQL is your answer is add layout and submit request. Okay, fnd request dot add layout and fnd request submit request. And you need to remember the parameters. Clear? Now next step here is XML page cannot be displayed. This is the error. It is called as a data model, or in other words, data model errors. And whatever you have seen, this is a layout model errors. We have data model and layout model for report, right? XML page cannot be displayed. In which case we'll get here is usually if any the XML tag having a space, that space will create a problem. Now, I'll just show you one or two reports, standard reports. These are all standard reports I worked on. I remember majority of the times you can face these type of issues. This is a report I am taking as an example. Right now it is a text format output. I am changing to XML. Okay, save. Usually, standard reports we should not change. What I will do, I'll just make a copy. Okay, that's better. Let it be text format only. It is having some parameters and value sets, everything, correct? So what we can do, we can make a copy. We are creating a new program. To that program, we are copying every old program parameters. I'm just using program name. Keep the client name in front. The rest is everything same. Withholding tax by invoice report. This one I'm taking. This is a standard report. And this one is a custom report. Custom report always will have a client name in front of it. Short name APXWT INV. Include parameters. Okay. Your program is ready now. If you open your program, all the parameters, all descriptions, displays, everything is copied. So we can make a parameters of a program and output formats of a program easily by using button here. That is copy to. We already copied. Now we can easily change. This is our own output, our own program. You can do n number of modifications. Standard program we should not simply touch. Save. This one is again one new executable we have to create and attach it. New executable. Okay, this new executable, once you download and rename it, APXW2GNR is the original report, right? Go here. All different part. File system one, we have to go always. Application. And your AP module. Reports. And here is the place US. All the reports are available related to payables here only. Our program is what is APX WTGNR. This is if you type it, it will come automatically. There is no control F here. And download this RDF. This one, right? WTGNR. Download. Once it is downloaded, it's a report builder, right? So you have to open through report builder. Click on this. Open. You will have to save this, right? You may get some error because we have not connected to the database. If you want to connect to the database, Control J is a shortcut key. Control J. Then apps, VIS. Now, if you compile it, it will not give you error because we connect to the database. Okay. And save this particular file. We need to keep in front your client name. And this file we have to keep into the server. I'm doing all the modifications into my own custom version. Okay. I should not touch the standard report at all. Then as of now, what we did, we created a concurrent program, we created an executable, but we missed to include into request group. Go to request group navigation, security. Sorry. Now you are familiar, right? This initially it will be very confusing. I know. Even I also struggled earlier. Then attach your program. Your program name. There are so many, right? Program name, what I gave, I forgot. Withholding tax, right? Sorry. Yeah. It's gave. Withholding tax by invoice. Now you submit it, definitely will get an error. I'm submitting Alt VRNO. It's in operations. The last point will close. Just 2 more minutes. We already submitted, right? I'll just see the output simply. You can see this is the error. So the error again check. Error is XML page cannot be displayed. So this is error. If you get this without the XML tags, how will you design the RTF? You'll not be able to design. So if you get this type of issue, actually, this is because of the space here. Space. Okay. The space in the XML tag is creating a problem. What we can do, first you copy this, whatever you are getting an issue. You also don't touch the original report, guys. You need to do like this only. Create your own version, create your own executable, concurrent program, attach request group, download and rename whenever you are practicing. If this, here is the place. The moment you search here, automatically it will show you. And F4, here is a place. Wherever there is a space. See, if you notice other columns, all having underscores, but only some columns. Here also there is a problem. Do you see? Oh, Practically what we will do, we'll rectify first thing and we'll keep as it is, and we'll see what is giving an error. Okay. Therefore, I rectified this issue, but I am not rectifying another problem, another column, this column. Let's see. First, what you have to do, compile first before moving. There are no errors, but we have to compile it. Otherwise, it will give error saying that uncompiled units recognized. Those type of issue it will give. Move that report. Yes to all. RS also fine. Or it just never ask me again. Yes. Submit the same report. See the output. Is it moved properly? 1 second. It's not replaced, it seems. Okay. Report. Any space? Okay, so we did a mistake. So mistake in the concurrent program. We created executable, but we created a concurrent program, but we have not attached the one. Go to system administrator. So do you see? The link is missed here. It is pointing to the standard executable only. So what I need to do, I need to use our custom one here. This is the most commonly will miss in the flow. Whenever you create a concurrent program, make sure it is attached properly. Now, you will not face an issue with that column name. You may get other column name as error. Let's see. Other column is this Sandro. You are going to get error again, but with this column. The solution is simple. Space is a problem. That's it. Now it has given. So again, what you need to do? You need to change the same. Save. Again, move to server. For moving to the server, there is a WinSCP. WinSCP is the file transfer protocol. It is WinSCP. There are so many FTPs are there. Putty we can use. Then others. Do you know any other? Core FTP. Toad also we can use. File transfer protocol. There are so many in the company, but we will use in Oracle applications. Majority of the project people will use WinSCP. Now submit. you may not see any errors or warnings. It will generate XML tags properly. Like this, it will generate. If you see the XML generation properly, then you can go with the save as .xml and you can proceed further. So whenever you are converting standard RDF to XML publisher, you will face these type of issues. Okay. Nowadays, people are preferring XML publisher than this report builder. The problem is if you go to layout model, these are a little confusing, correct? So this compared to this layout, RTF layout is very easy, correct? If you see layout, it looks user friendly, and we can extract this output into multiple output formats. So likewise, that is the reason why people are preferring nowadays XML publisher reports than the report builder. So in that case, they will ask you convert all RDF, whatever they wanted, to XML. Whenever you are converting, these type of issues will get. So that issue is called as a data model related issues. Data model, not related to text columns or anything, correct? So I told you both the things. If you find a layout issues, we have to use output post processor, you can check. If you find a data model issues, mostly because of space or special characters also. There are some non-English characters. Non-English characters means like hyphen. I'll just show you one or two columns, you'll come to know, okay? You know, right? Trademark symbols, registration symbols, hyphens. I'll just see another table. Do you see here? On top of S, do you see one apostrophe? This is a non-English character. So non-English characters also it will give error. At that time, encode and all we have to use. We'll see another example. Any other non-Englishes?
Yes. Already.
Yes. Yes. Other than alphabets, simply we can say. Okay. I just wanted to show, even I struck with this issues earlier. One we have seen, but I wanted to show any other special symbols. The XML interesting or boring? Little confusing, right? But once you practice it, it will give you more happiness. You people are simply creating items and checking quantity every day. That is where the problem. You have to progress further. Item creation is hardly 30-second job, right? But you people are spending 1 month time on that. Okay, it is not having it. Earlier we had so many issues in this table, but they rectified it seems. That's okay, not a problem. Only we found one issue. You need to remember data model error is because of two things. One is space, other one is non-English or special special characters. Till now, 4 points only we discussed. Okay. And there are many more points like subtemplate, multi-language, multi-template, like that. You again do it today, registration. Usually, how much time you are taking for registration? Jitendra? Hardly. You? 10 minutes, right? 1 minute is enough actually. All copy paste only, right? Executable copy paste only, concurrent program, short name, data definition code, template, everything is copy paste. Browser. Speed is required. See, yesterday I sent you on type tutor, right? Typing master. If you are not able to learn typing, then definitely we lose job. I'm saying daily 2 hours you have to practice here. Typing master. It's a free software only. Okay. You download at any cost. You have to do this. You should not see keyboard at all. So did you observe? I never see the keyboard actually. Fingers only will move. You have to do like that. At least 1 month you have to do. You are a software engineer, but you don't know how to type it, and you are searching for Q where it is, P where it is, like that. It's not good actually. You are not following. You have to take it very seriously. Not here. You do at home only. Here, valuable time, right? In the institute, only practice. At home, you have to do typing every day. You put a calendar somewhere and just see how you are doing, how regular you are. So without the timing, definitely they will identify. If you are taking time means for registration hardly 1 minute. But if you are taking 10 minutes means the problem is typing only. Okay. Focus on that. And daily soft skills also required. So there are so many videos are there like on soft skills. Spoken English, ignore it. Those are all simply Rama killed Ravana. These are all no, it will not help you. Okay. Soft skills, leadership skills, body language. There are so many things are there here. You can all are free, right? Almost. Okay, you can check. The soft skills you have to watch some videos. Okay. With so many trainers, you will get more interest, right? Can see you. Ambrish Singh. There are so many. Even I also used to watch sometime whenever I get a time. Okay. So my class is over. Any doubts, guys? Doubts? No, right? You please finish today. Set a target to finish all ISO drop shipment all those and this one also.